Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Cleveland Guardians. The crowd is amped up, ready to get, and on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Blake Snell.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
All right, just about ready for baseball, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And a new season is officially underway. That one finds the zone. That's strike two. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Left fielder, Juan Soto.
Check swing, and he went 0-1.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
The 1-1.
Ball two.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Now fly ball to right center. Pages settles underneath it. And there's two down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Swings through that.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
On the ground to third. Ramirez sends it to first, and that is that. Back now at Progressive Field. And the starter for Toronto, Zach Wheeler. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Fought off foul. That just misses. And that's ball one. Out towards right center field. Takes it in for the out. And there's one away. So in now for Cleveland, Steven Kwan. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Swings through that one. Next offering is down low.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory.
And that's a fair ball. Kwan rounds second on his way to third. Lead runner holds at third, so two runners in scoring position and just one out.
Back-to-back base hits. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Willy Adames stands in now, looks at that one inside.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
2 on, 1 out. That one way inside. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. Ripped, but it curls foul. Two on, 2 outs.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. That is the inning. Here in Cleveland, and now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Snell, a tall lefty, 225 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2011. And a big swing and a miss. Got him swinging.
Batting fifth, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now it's Dalton Varsho. No score here in the second.
Ball.
There's a swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the K. That K is his 3rd of the game. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Strike 2. And down on strikes, and the inning is over. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the second, Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. Swings and misses. It's 0-1. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Got him swinging. one up, one down. That's off the mark, and that's ball one. Swings through that one for strike one. Clips the outside corner, and a count now even up. Next offering is in the dirt. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Payoff pitch. Slice the other way, that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. That misses the zone. Ball one. Oh, look at the stop. There's one.
Head on the tag.
Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Back now at Progressive Field. And now for the Jays, Leo Jimenez. Pitching coach making his way to the mound, all quiet in the pen. So I guess he just wants to settle him down a little bit out there. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Swing and a miss at a slider. Popped up. Altuve under it. And a quick out, number one.
Batting ninth, second baseman Ernie Clement.
First offering, foul tipped, and oh man, that rang off his mask. You could hear it from up here.
Ball, that's too high.
Top of the third, no score.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. That one hammered center field. Carrying well. And it is gone. A solo shot. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. And the batter is George Springer. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
He was all over that one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Slider right there. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Ball.
Outside low. Going to count 1-2. In the dirt. Runner takes off. Got him swinging. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now grounded out his first time up.
Ball.
Runner at second, two down here on opening day. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
The baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all four corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Check swing didn't go. The count now 2-2. Rip towards third. They limit the damage here. As we go to the last of the third, stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. This one in the air, center field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Guardians, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's a high chopper. Throws to first, and two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Line drive. And it gets down for a base hit. So Jose Ramirez now gets a chance with two gone. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kwan off of first with two away.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
In the air, right field. And that ends the inning. Here in Cleveland, now the Toronto four-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Right through there for a strike.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Swings through that one for strike one.
No, that's it.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, you know, with 2 out and nobody on, it's going to take something special to get a run across. So why not? You got some pop. Swing for the fences.
That misses the zone. Ball one. And there's a ball.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Got him looking for the strikeout. And he strikes. Bottom of the fourth. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Willy Adames. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Strike 2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Ball 1, no strikes.
That's a ball.
And that one fouled off. Popped in the air, left field. Soto settles under this one. Out number 2. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. That is the inning. Back here in Cleveland, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. Gets him to chase after that one. This one in the air, center field. Merrill under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop Leo Jimenez.
High.
Strike 2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
1-2 now. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
There's a strike. Just missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Hit in the air, left field. Kwan should have this one. And that is that. Back now at Progressive Field. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Andy Pages digs in for the Guardians.
Ball. Too low.
And another ball.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Sliced hard but foul. 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. Out towards right center field. Springer racing after it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Guardians, designated hitter, Reese Hoskins.
Ball one. Ball. Hey.
Home team down a run here on opening day. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Bo Naylor, the next to hit. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Soto moving back for it. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Here in Cleveland, now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. And a foul ball. Check swing of the 0-2, appeal to first, didn't go. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Left fielder, Juan Soto.
Ball.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S.
No.
I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they add a run. It's 2-0. One down. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Missed with a changeup. Ball one.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
That one ripped left field, and it one-hops the wall. Throws to second, and he's out, trying for 2. High fly ball down the left field line. That one carrying. Caught just shy of the wall. Back here in Cleveland. For the 6, Jose Altuve digs in for the Guardians. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Ball.
That's a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Foul ball there.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
1-1 now.
Ball 2.
And delivers outside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And a big swing and a miss.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one hops the wall. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Jose Ramirez. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Ball one there.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
And it's second. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No, he held up. Payoff pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And he walked him. And after that long battle, he's aboard representing the tying run. Willy Adames to the now at a high leverage spot. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Jimmy Garcia.
Still a lot of game left. And this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Swings through the sweeper.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back in.
Now this one gets through. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike. Way out front for strike 2. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. On the ground to short, could be 2. Jimenez to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back now at Progressive Field. Well, he's back out there. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Colin Holderman.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Kirk leading things off and takes a strike.
Ball outside.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
One away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder Dalton Varsho.
Ball, no.
To the right side, and that one finds its way through. And a man aboard.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
Kazuma
third baseman
Okamoto
Kazuma
next up for the Blue
Okamoto.
Jays. First pitch swinging. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Altuve, and that's 2.
Got him, that's an out.
Back now at Progressive Field. So in now for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. And he'll step off and take the signs again. Out to short, Jimenez. Fires over to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Out towards right center field. And that's got extra bases written all over it. That's out number 2. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Outside low, ball 1. Tap foul at the plate. The Jays holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. That one drilled left field. That's back. Jumps, but it's off his glove. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat at being down in the count. Up
Brendan Little on to pitch here.
pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that run. Second base, so he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Swings through that one for strike 1. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
No.
And Naylor swings through that one. Just misses. Full count now.
That's a really good take.
So the tying run at second. And there's ball 4. And the go-ahead run is on base. Jose Altuve steps up in a big spot here. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's through there for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
In the air to left center. Base hit. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and this game is tied in the 7th. Gets him to chase after that one.
No, down.
Naylor over at second. Altuve on at first with 2 down. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. To the right side. Guerrero the toss to first, and we stay tied as the inning ends. Here in Cleveland, ready to begin the 8th.